week, big ground where you probably have so much room to sort of zone deep, whereas this week, small ground, if you're just all going to sit in the goal square, as we've seen, Blackburn are hitting up at the footy. So I suspect South Croydon will come out with maybe a higher press and just some energy.
Independent fact checkers have found that to be true there, Matty. But
thanks, mate.
you're
right. Get a job in government like that.
Don't worry, it's not that hard from my experience. All right, to bring us in this second quarter, Brett Bested.
I'd vote for you, Matty, as we get set for the umpire. Even without knowing your policies. As the umpire gets set to throw us back up, what has South Croydon got? They'll need to respond, and they'll need to do it pretty quickly as the ball goes up, and the up goes Max King. But it might have been won by Blackburn. It has been, but the clearance, as we said before, head-outs don't necessarily go into clearances. Evans gets it forward for South Croydon, but they need to get someone on the end of it, and they have. So here's an early opportunity. Mark taken by Sheridan, and in fact, we got the... Let's watch it again.
Yeah, Sheridan, 28.
Sheridan, yep. As the ball goes inside. So this would be the perfect start for the second half, or second quarter, should I say.
Inside left goal post here.
So it's better from South Croydon. They've still got a bit of work to do. Here's the kick, but it's probably not going to come back. It was too far out to the left. Brace said inside left, but it was more outside the left post, and it's gone through for a minor score. And South Croydon with the first score of the second quarter, it's a behind, and they trail by 17.
So hard to bring the footy back in for the Burners as we approach the first minute of play. Here's the short on kick. Look, target there, well taken there by Zalek. And he's sitting on the inside of the 45-metre line, told to play on quickly. Goes in short. Oglethorpe, the target, takes it about 15 metres from where it came from. Surveying the scene upfield, not much on offer. Pretty tight man-on-man here on the centre wing. He puts it up high. I think he's looking for King. Swatted down. On the boot, there goes Dove in towards the forward 45. It's going to bounce nicely here. Great tackle applied there by Day. Footy pops up. Comes up now, hit a Rough's Edge. Dispossessed. Trying to grab that one. There was Gray out of mid-air. Rough's Edge gets it back. Pumps it back. Now hit a Hart. Puts the shot on. And he's kicked it. That's a contender for Tobin Brothers. Goal of the day. Sammy Hart has the 6th of the afternoon for the Burners. 6-1-37. They lead South Croydon 2-2-14. We've played 2 minutes here in this second quarter on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard.
He's making your number look good there, Maxie.
Yeah, it does look good kicking goals instead of being down the other end. But Blackburn's pressure there, just the ability to put their South Croydon under pressure. South Croydon, every time they get the footy, they're thinking where's another tackle coming from. So, you know, this game could get blown out pretty quickly if South Croydon can't do something here.
They need to do something very quickly because they're just not getting any clear possession whatsoever around the ground.
So South Croydon's good start to the second quarter, largely wiped out as the ball goes to ground. It's Blackburn that win it though, and they get it out wide. Good mark taken over there by Layla. He's been pretty good, Layla. He's been quite prominent. Just looking to get it forward now. That margin currently at a dangerous 23 points. Out wide they go. Nice mark taken at that little handball over the top. Good play by, it's Reed now. Goes inboard. Nice kick. Just very deliberate. Finds Bartlett. Bartlett onto the right boot. And goes long. Tries to hit a target. He's given it a bit. And what's the whistle here? It's been taken by South Croydon. So good work by them and Kilpatrick as South Croydon look to rebound. And they do so, and will kick out wide. Nicely taken there on the run was Jones. Probably needs to get into the game a bit more. Matt Jones, good player, but hasn't done much this afternoon. It's the kick forward. This is better from South Croydon. This is the key kick, though, the one that goes inside 50. And it's been spoiled on the ground. It's in contest, though. Dano King trying to dive on it there. Did he get scragged? No, the umpire said play on. And it's Blackburn who get it away, and they rebound.
Here comes the kick. A foot race now, and it's going to beat all comers over. Day couldn't grab it for the Burners. There's 2 for 22s, both 22s. Tommy Shink and Matty Day collide.
Good hands there by Bajaya to get the turnover there.
Probably not the kick that Cass wants to hit to a 2-on-1.
No.
Right to the square there, so he probably needs to go deeper.
So in comes the boundary throw. Give that one there to Dove. Just got the right paw on it. Tried to pop that one out there looking for Lawler, but it's going to go back the other way by South Croydon. But 1v3 mark there. Well done. Good mark taken by Chris Suddas. His kick, he switches the play in towards the centre of the ground. There's Patterson. He switches it out towards the wing. It's going to beat him. His target, though. Liam Cox first to get it for Croydon. Tackled, dispossessed. As the hand pass comes out over the top. We're going to have a whistle, though, as Mallison was looking to run onto the footy. And we've got a free kick going the way of South Croydon. As they're about 80 from home. Mallison now, he switches the play. Intended target, well, just short there, looking for Kilpatrick, but it's chopped off. And the Burners will look to pounce as they switch it out wide now. On offer just out here is Jason Reed all by himself, but elects to go further out now here, trying to go for Brooks. Couldn't take the mark, goes to the ground, manages to keep it inside. Well done there by Brooks. Schenk drives on the footy, and well, lucky not to give away a free, I thought, but we're going to have a ball up.
Well, actually dived under the South Croydon's arm there, Steve, so that's why the free kick wasn't paid.
So up it goes. Tap out comes the way of Blackburn, but it's rove nicely there by Walker. He thumps it onto the right boot into that forward pocket. Over there, I think it's Charlton who tried to get hands on it. And it's across the face of goal. This is a bit dangerous, but it's gone out of bounds. And we'll have a throw in, so South Croydon get forward.
That was almost a kick in hope there by Cash, hoping that someone was going to run onto the ball, hoping someone was going to run into a goal.
Yeah, that South Croydon haven't had any clean inside 50 entries here, so it makes it hard for their forwards to be able to present at the footy as well.
So let's wait for the throw in. There it goes. Goes right over the top. Just round the back, nicely picked up there by Sheridan, and he gets a handball back. That's King juggling with it, trying to get it under control, but he can't do so, and in the end it's wrapped up.
Boundary.
And we'll go boundary with Matt Fodio.
Yeah, so notably already South Croydon pressing a whole lot higher up the ground when they've got possession there for harder, and Ryan Bathy's got an interesting matchup. He's got about 1.5 metres on Pat Klepp here, just on the half-forward flank, so if they get a breakaway, Blackburn, he could be in the game.
Another hit out for Max King, and the shot at goal, but it's gone through to, it's gone to the right, so opportunities are presenting themselves for South Croydon, but just not taking them, but they get it behind, and they trail by 22. It is currently 6-1-37, playing 2-3-15 on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard.
So Blackburn looking to break out of their defensive 45, and all making a meal of that there was Conker, but it's touched and gone over the line for a minor score, and that's just going to add 1 to the scoreline. So it's 2-4-16, sorry, for South Croydon. Blackburn still 6-1-37. We've played 6.5 out here at Moreton Park. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast wherever you are tuning in from. As Conker going to bring the footy back in now. Here for the Burners. Takes off, puts it onto the right boot. One-on-one contest. Taller target there was Garner. Went over his head. Picked up off the deck there by Burt for South Croydon. Little slick little chip pass there. Finds Williams. And trying to, well, I didn't see all of that play, but anyway, on running, bursting through there was Klepp. His kick in towards the target, but it's chopped off, well read there by Zardes, and he puts it onto the right, swings it out wide now. Mark taken out the back there, I think that's Bajaya. 7 minutes gone.
Done some nice things early, Bajaya.
Short chip pass, finds the target there in Nick Gray. More goals than anyone else so far this afternoon. Pretty deep back down the ground, and he chips it back in. And the switch comes back out now here. Finding the target there is Reece Conker. Puts it onto the right boot. Burners switching all the way across. Jason Reed calling for the footy here down on centre wing before South Croydon players converge and soak up all the options. Garner, 1v2, great mark. Well done there by Will Gardner. He puts it onto the left, switches it in. It was a little bit short. Trying to get that off the deck there was Dove, did well, and then spilled it in the end. Garner with a second effort, goes in hard. Met solidly by a couple of Croydon players, but great job there from Will Garner, but just that delivery there was just a little bit short. Just go down to Matty Fodio.
Yeah, Blackburn got away, South Croydon, got away with one there because the two Blackburn, I think Matt Day and then Jack Brooks were about 50 metres in the clear inside forward 50. If they'd executed that switch better, they were walking into an open goal.
So the ball comes in. It's been won by Dove for Blackburn into the clinches again. Boys, is it just me or Garner could possibly pass for a Clayton Oliver lookalike? I reckon he's got a bit of Clayton Oliver. He's a bit taller, but no, but just with the hair.
He's got a Vanderhaar mullet, I'll give you that.
So ball goes into the tight stuff. There's Bajega again, who gets it out. He's had a good game so far as the ball goes forward. It's been juggled by the man. We were just talking about appeals for a free kick, but the umpires had nothing doing. Might have had a case, I reckon, as the ball goes across to the far side, and there's some pretty annoyed Blackburn supporters. Let's have a look at the replay and see what happened here. Well, I think
no mark.
Play's still going.
I think the free kick might have been what they were appealing for. As the ball goes out wide. So, ball knocked out.
I hope the umpires noticed too.
South Croydon have just gone end to end. You guys talking about a mark that wasn't paid.
So you look at this replay 3 minutes ago, and that's. I'm just kidding, Bessa.
Righto, boys.
Settle down. Touch gloves. Go back to your corners.
Wilson gets into the game for the first time this afternoon.
Yeah, this would be his first shot at goal, I think. Is James Wilson, prolific goal kicker. He knows where the big sticks are, and he has a whistle as he kicks it.
25, I think.
25 metres. Yep. And this will make it a lot easier. I'm not sure what it was for. Maybe Matt saw.
I think it was over the mark, yeah.
I believe it was frustration from players, which, as we know,
it's called dissent.
Yes, that was. I was alluding to a brash wordsmith.
So an absolute gimme now for James Wilson as he pops it through. It's his first of the day and much needed for South Croydon. They reduced the margin somewhat, but they're still trailing by 6-1-37 to 3-4-22 on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, and we're coming up to the 10-minute mark of the second quarter.
That hurts Blackburn there. They had to play for the last 5 minutes, and to cough up a goal there, allow South Croydon to get back into the game.
Just going to say, Matty, Brash does have the thesaurus open in front of him here.
He's always been like that.
Even without the computer. Anyway. No, we love you, Brash. All right. Ball up here. 6-1-37 plays 3-4-22. Anzac Day clash out here at Wharton Park. Blackburn, King and Dove to go at it in the ruck. Give that one to King by hand. There goes to his namesake, and King is the kick in towards half forward over the top. Good spoil. Foot race of sorts now. Onto it first is Danny Cooper. Goes back now here to Williams. He goes by hand. Back to Klepp. Can't take it. Met solidly. Good tackle there. Double teamed. And Day, one of the tacklers, and Hubber the other one. And we're going to have a ball up here on centre wing.
They butchered an inside 50 there, South Croydon.
So ball up again. Give that tap there to Dove. Tries to take his own, and looks like it got one up high, I thought, but not in the opinion of the umpire. We'll have another ball up. So as the sun disappears behind the clouds, gets a little bit cooler out here after a nice afternoon. There's King with the tap, trying to grab that. One was Jordan Walker. Just bubbled it up. Rough's edge goes in. Still on this side of the line. I thought it was a bit rough, but I'm sure the umpire had a better view of it, and we'll have a boundary throw in front of the scoreboard side. 11.5 minutes played. 6-1-37. South Croydon trailing 3-4-22. Rucks go at it again. Evades both of them. Put on the boot there by Walker in towards the forward line, but only gain of about 10 metres before it ends up in the hands of Blackburn. Here's the kick out towards the wing. And plenty of options if they hurry the Burners, but they're all swallowed up now. Day calling for it in short, as is Rough's edge. But here comes the kick, touched off the mark, so that's not going to count. Picked up beautifully by one hand by Dove. He puts it onto the right boot in towards the 45. It's 2v1 in favour of South Croydon. They made a meal of it. Trying to grab, there was Murphy on the bottom of the pack. It's a hunt to Garner, matched solidly and taken down beautifully. And we'll have a ball up about 25 in. You could hear that one here without the effects mic, Bruce Prest. And we'll have a ball up.
So dangerous position here as the umpire gets set to ball it up. Big Maxi King lurking around. Can he get the stoppage? Up it goes. Ball bouncing around. Dano King was in there. About yet. It's the shot at goal, but it looks to be off target. And there's a whistle.
Holding. Yeah.
And holding. So a holding free kick. So current score, it's 15 points the difference. So you kind of feel it should be greater somehow, but South Croydon have managed to hang in there. Just waiting for the ball to come back in, South Croydon. And eventually it does, off the boot of Walker. Goes out towards the wing. A beautiful mark coming over the top there. That was Williams. Jordan Williams, beautiful mark. Now they need to go quickly down the line, and that's a good mark as well. This is better from South Croydon as they go inboard this time and go into the middle of the ground. There's a real opportunity now as the kick towards the out there. It goes out to the hands of Cooper. Cooper goes to full forward. Up they fly, off hands. Still on the ground, it's still there to be contested. Trying to sock it off the ground there, but I think we're going to finish up with a ball up unless someone can rush it through. And in the end, the whistle goes and the umpire says we will throw it up. But there was a real opportunity there for South Croydon.
The one thing South Croydon they've upped the ante on the tackling pressure on Baldwin's ball carriers, Max.
Yeah, it's much better ball movement as well by South Croydon coming to their forward entry.
So King takes it out of the ruck, but needs to get the kick in if he's going to find the goal. It's on the ground and the whistle goes. Concrete he goes in there making the tackle, but the umpire says we'll have another ball up. So they need
Dale Walker loose behind the ball.
They need to get a clearance. They need to get it out. As the ball comes out, but the only people that get it out is Blackburn, and they thump it out, but it might come back on the ground. Trying to get his hands on it there was Schnick for South Croydon. And it's going to come out for a nice twisting and turning there was done. And he'll get it out. Kick out towards this far side. Up they fly. Juggling around there was Evans. Couldn't quite get his hands on it. Ball on the ground again. And it's going to the tight stuff, and there's no way it's going to come out of there. And we'll have a ball up.
Once again, really good work by Bajaya around the contest. He's he's really tackled well this afternoon.
So ball up, 14 and a half gone here in this second term. Taking the tap there was Dove. Tried to get his own tap. Looks like he dropped it. He's going to be pinged for it. And the free kick here going to Jordan Walker here for South Croydon. It's going to be 25 over the mark. And advantage not going to be paid, even though they would not have wanted the advantage paid with just the behind there. So looks like Walker's going to line up from about 45, 40 out. And this could for potentially South Croydon's fourth and to narrow the margin. So waiting for the ball to come back, but Walker, slight angle, hasn't kicked one this year so far, but it is only round 2. That would be me after 15 rounds of footy at least. 3-4-22, South Croydon, 15 points the margin. This to bring it back to 9 points. Off the right, the kick has got the carry. Has it got the accuracy? No, it does not. And it's just a minor score there. They move to 3-5-23. The margin now 14 points. Blackburn 6-1-37 with a 14-point lead. 15 and a half gone, Breveston.
I think South Croydon have been let off. Blackburn have been let off the hook by South Croydon's inaccuracy here.
Just going to say, Breast, they've had some opportunities, South Croydon, and they may rue those as the ball is taken by Garner, and he just about got thrown into the advertising sign over there. And we'll have a throw in. So, South Croydon, they've somehow managed to stay in this game. As I said, 14 points down, and they're still well and truly in it. We've had 16 minutes of the second quarter as the ball comes out, and it's Blackburn who look to bring it out, but there's a whistle. A little bit of a short one there from Conker. And it's a free kick taken by Cass. Little chip in there. Mark almost taken. That's going to be a free kick. Max King was taken high as he tried to get the hands up and take it. There's a bit of remonstrating from some of the Blackburn crowd, and I think he's going to pay 25. Yeah. So that's going to make it a certain goal now. So it always happens. Frustration boils over, and of course the players have something to say. But the umpire's decision is final, and Max King will have the easiest kick that he will have of the season. He will get his first goal today, and suddenly it's going to be back to an 8-point game. And there it goes, and he puts it through. So Max King with his first of the day. And their second quarter, the margin is back to 8 points on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. It's Blackburn 6-1-37 to South Croydon's 4-5-29.
South Croydon mids is starting to get on top across the stoppage here. Dean King's getting his hands on the ball more. Daniel Cooper's getting involved a lot more. And I think Blackburn need to do something about Fitzpatrick when he comes back onto the ground. He's starting to just show his ascendancy on the game, and he's getting a few touches in close there and opening the game up for South Croydon.
Well, I thought Max King was going to put that one right over the car park the way he ran in, but then he just chipped it over the top. So, anyways, here's the tap now. Will is in pursuit there for South Croydon. Plenty of Burners players. One of them trying to burn through the pack as Luke Conker brought to ground. Appeals while holding the ball, and it is paid. And a good tackle applied there by Sam Kelly, and he'll take the free kick here just at the centre of the ground. Puts it onto the right boot. 1-on-1 contest. Players go up. Ball goes to the ground, unable to get that one out. Hit solidly there. There was Shink. Ball pops back up. The Burners have possession, and they get this out now here towards centre wing. 1-on-1 contest is Day not going to get there, and that's going to go over the boundary line. And we have an 8-point margin here as we approach time on here in the second quarter. Blackburn 6-1-37 leading South Croydon at 4-5-29 here in Premier Division football. Final game of a 4-day weekend of Eastern Football League action. Here's the boundary throw. Garner had the front spot, didn't get the tap. Give that one to Charlton. Players converge. Popped out now here to Callie. He goes over the top by hand now here to Mallison. Mallison walks in, puts it onto the left. It's coming back. It's coming back. And it's through. That's a contender for Tobin Brothers. Goal of the day. Sam Callie's first. And that's South Croydon's fifth. And they move to within 2 points. It's Blackburn 6-1-37. South Croydon 5-5-35. 19 minutes gone on Bendigo Bank scoreboard.
Now South Croydon are starting to find all the space, but also the fact that when your number one ruckman can rest down at full forward and stretch your back line, then all of a sudden, if you get that centre clearance, knowing that you can kick the ball long and high, you've got a tall forward that can take a grab as well. That just opens up the rest of the forward line for the runners to run into.
Let's go boundary with Matt Fodia.
Yeah, just following up from Max's point too, that's South Croydon getting their hands on the footy around the contest more, but that was the first time they've actually been able to get out the front of the contest, which would be a worrying sign for Blackburn, because if they can do that, they'll turn their dominance into score.
So back in the middle is the seconds tick down towards half-time. We're coming up to time on. And this game is really tightened right up now. Just 2 points the difference. 6-1-37 plays 5-5-35 on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. Almost unthinkable to think South Croydon could be in front at half-time as the ball is won by Garner. Gets the knockdown for Blackburn into the tough stuff, and there's a whistle. No appeals for a free kick. And it's been given as well, so the free kick to Patterson.
Conker's on in the middle.
Patterson looking for a spare and taking an age to get rid of it, but eventually puts it onto the left foot and goes down the line. That's a nice mark over there, so here's an opportunity for Blackburn to maybe grab a late one. Over on the far side, there's the kick inside now. Can they get a mark inside 50? It's not a great kick. Plenty of South Croydon defenders there trying to get the ball out, but it's fallen for South Croydon, and they'll get it back. A little funny little run along the ground. And here's a little kick back, and they'll get it out now. So the chip out towards the wing. Out they fly. Ball goes loose on the ground there for South Croydon. Calls a ball. Might have been a reasonable case as well, but the umpire's whistle's gone. And we'll have a ball up.
Dale Walker just absolutely poleaxed Conker there in the at the contest at the centre of the ground, just off shot. I'm not sure if we got a shot of that, but he's a little ginger after it.
And so, just ticking into time on now at the end of this second quarter, and it's Blackburn with the free kick. Here's the kick down the line, long one down the line, trying to find a target. Another whistle, so that'll be another free kick, probably in the favour of Blackburn, I think.
South Croydon.
South Croydon it is. Brooks looking very disappointed as he walked away, and they decide to go back through the boot of Allen. Goes back right back inside 50. South Croydon maybe just looking to ice this before the half-time break. There's the kick out now to about half back. Up they fly. Walker, it was their win up for it. Couldn't get hands on it though. He's in there again, Walker, trying to get it over on the far side of the ground. Close to the boundary line, but they get it away, and South Croydon just working it up that wing. Nice work over there by Garner, and it's Blackburn who have the footy over on the far side. So 2 points of difference. Blackburn still with their noses in front, but they have given up a sizable lead as the ball goes down the line again. Up they fly, close to the boundary again, but it does come inside, and Blackburn with the footy. Here's a chance now to go inside 50. Can they hit a target? It's a funny old kick. Who's there? Bouncing. Owen wants it. Now it's Layla. I think he was trying to get his hands on it there. Ball spills out. Good tackle. Very good tackle, but no prize, surely. Screams for holding the ball. That would have been unjust. It's Schnick who made the tackle. Good work from him. He's played pretty well. And the umpire says we'll ball it up. So we are now 22 minutes gone as we get into the closing stages. Knocked out there by Brooks for Blackburn. Comes out as far as, I think it's Layla it might be, as he gets a kick inside 50, but it's on the ground. And it's been smothered. And the clearing kick was smothered, and it's gone through for a minor score. It was Day who got his kick smothered, and it'll be Day was a smotherer, sorry, and we'll have a point, so that makes it a 3-point game. Close to half-time, it's 6-2-38, playing 5-5-35 on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard.
So Klepp to bring the footy back in. His kick towards the edge of the centre square, beat a pack of players. Good tackle, solid tackle from Kieran Hubber, and we're going to have a ball up. Almost dead centre wing position here. 23 minutes played here in quarter number 2 on Anzac Day. 3 points the margin in favour of the host team, the Burners. Put onto the right boot there by Jones in towards the forward 50. It goes over the top of the pack. Foot race here. Here's King of the Max variety. Turns around, puts it onto the right boot. Has he got the accuracy? He does! Tobin Brothers goal of the day. Leader, Max King, stops props onto the right. That's his second. And South Croydon have taken the lead. 6-5-41. They lead Blackburn 6-2-38.
Matt Jones there was just able to walk out the front of the stoppage there. Had no pressure on him whatsoever. It looks like Kyle Dove is just following Max King around, so it goes from ruck down to full back. So it'd be an interesting battle all day between those two.
Can they afford, though, Max, to have Kyle Dove playing down at full back? Should they put someone else on Max King when he does go down to full forward?
I think Max King is very hard to match up on. Kyle Dove has played backline before, was full back back when Blackburn played in the grand final, so I think he's well equipped down there.
Fair enough.
So back we are as we get towards the closing stages of this first half, and the ball's been taken over there. It's on the ground. It's Dove, I think, and that's a goal. Took us all by surprise. No, in fact, it's not Dove. It is. I
think it might have been Max King.
Max King. It is Max King. It's just it was Dove. Sorry, was the defender, but it was King who just suddenly stole that ball.
Boundary.
And we'll just wait till he turns around, puts it through, and we'll go boundary side with Matt King. With Matt Fahy.
Oh, right.
I wish I was a king. Just a couple of things. So Blackburn were one down in that centre bounce because Will Garner came off. He was struggling with something, but they didn't have a rotation ready. And it's just another example. Matt Jones starting to get his hands on the footy, and as Max said, getting out the front of the contest. You give him space going forwards, you'd like to be a South Croydon forward.
Let's go down to Max King, mic'd up. What do you think of that last goal there, Maxie?
I'm on fire.
Here's the throw in. Knocked out of the air there by Brooks for Blackburn. It comes onto the deck. Players collide. Couldn't get it. Could Jones for South Croydon, and we're going to have a ball up.
Yeah, well, South Croydon really have upped the ante here in this second quarter, and they look primed for this in this second half.
Swatted out of the ruck there by Charlton, but it's in Burner's hands as the kick comes in towards the forward 50. One-on-one contest. Shink almost got the push in the back, tackled solidly there by Lawler, and the umpire says no prior, and we're going to have a ball up. Just inside the attacking side of the ground in the forward pocket here.
Need a goal here, Blackburn, just on the stroke of half-time.
Indeed they do. Here comes the throw, swatted out of the air there by Brooks. No one can get clean purchase, but it does come back now eventually to Murphy. Murphy's kick stopped, maybe waited a little bit too soon. Here comes Reid now, onto the right. He sprayed it and missed the entire lot. Spray and pray, Call of Duty style, didn't hit anything, and that's going to be out of bounds on the full, and South Croydon will bring the footy back in. As we approach 26 minutes played, I don't think we'll have that much more time in the quarter. Maybe 1 or 2 more minutes max. And Klepp to bring the footy back in. On to the left. His kick up towards over the back there. Trying to take the mark there was Pell. Ball hits the deck. Rough's edge in there looking for it. It pops back out there. Reid looking for it. Gets tackled. Almost got up high. Did well to evade a couple of tacklers. Puts it up onto the right boot. It's a one-on-one contest. But I read that well there, did Sam Allen. Going back with the flight and told to come back over the mark. And he'll be happy just to chew up the seconds on the clock.
Yeah, don't need to do anything stupid here.
There's 9 points to the margin. Onto the left boot it goes, up towards Fennerwing on the far side of the ground. Spoiled over the line. Sheridan was one looking for the mark, and that's gone over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in.
So, closing stages of this second half, and what a turnaround it's been. You wouldn't have thought a few minutes ago that South Croydon would be 9 points in front, heading towards the break, but that is the case at the moment, and we're coming up to 27 minutes. So it can't be a lot longer to go as the umpire throws it in. Up they fly, knocked down there by Dove into the tight stuff, and there's a whistle from the umpire.
Is that a bit of a sling tackle there?
It's a high kick, high free kick to Walker.
So it's going to be Walker. South Croydon, geez, if they could grab another one, that'd be huge as he gets it down the line. Finds Max King, who's roaming up the ground. Now, with him up the ground, who's his target going to be forward?
Hit the square, Max.
Calling for players to go forward. Not a lot of movement in front of him, and in the end, the mark is taken over there. Is it? No, I think it's not. It's been Dan King. It was. He tried to get his hands on it, but it's been taken by Blackburn. And the chance is gone as we tick over the 27.5-minute mark in this second quarter. Here's the kick down the line towards the big men flying over the back there. That was Allen, I think. But the ball spills away, and as the siren goes, that brings to an end a pretty interesting first half, and particularly a pretty interesting second quarter. As we go into the break, it's South Croydon with their noses in front at 7-5-47 to Blackburn's 6-2-38.
So just quickly, goals kickers here for Blackburn, 2 to Nick Gray, 1 apiece to Sam Hart, Charlie Oglethorpe, Jack Brooks and Will Gardner. And for South Croydon, Max King with a triple, Jaden Cass, Rob Mallison, Sam Kelly, Tyler Charlton with 1 apiece.